What's up, guys? Tonight we're going to do some mediumship readings. I am going to catch up on some mediumship reads that I didn't get to do last week because I was sick. And then I'm going to work on some for tonight. I will probably only do mediumships tonight, and I will reschedule the channeled reads either for tomorrow or Thursday during the day, just so you guys know. I have a lot of classes and stuff like that tomorrow, so yeah. But I do want to start with the mediumships from last week, so that way, or the week before, I guess. So that way, yeah. It's been an interesting day. So for those of you guys that are waiting on orders, check your email. We went through and had a lot of orders that got shipped out. Well, they're going out tomorrow. But I do want to preemptively say this. I did not realize the extent of how many back orders there are. I did not realize the extent of the orders that were not shipped out last summer and this fall. And I'm just going to publicly say there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. So for those of you guys that are waiting on orders, if you got a shipping notification today, also please check your email because I sent a lot of you personal emails as well. If you have been waiting longer than a couple of weeks for an order, then know that I am going to offer you free classes, whether it's a month, whether it's a couple months, whatever. I am going to offer you as much as I can to make this right, because it is my business, it's my responsibility. And if the person I hired did a fucking terrible job, that's my responsibility. That's on me. So I am doing everything I can to try to make this right for you guys, because I'm not going to lie, I was so mad earlier that I wanted to cry. I am that person. If I get really, really angry, I will cry. I wanted to cry. I was so angry earlier. So please know that I am reaching out to a lot of you, well, almost all of you personally, with some things to make everything better, or what I can do to make things better, if that makes sense. Yeah. The other thing that I want to make the announcement real quick. Oh, well, let me say one more thing about that. There are so many of you guys that have multiple orders that have been waiting. And you have been so amazing and so nice and so kind and so sweet. When you have every right to be fucking livid. You have every right to be fucking livid. I would be livid. Some of you guys have been such amazing supporters. You're here all the time. You get reads from me. You support the business. You support me, etc. And I can never thank you guys enough for that. The other day when I was really irritated at some things, it makes me even more angry when I see that there is one person who has waited a week and they're livid over something, when I found 3 people today that have over a dozen open orders sitting there, and they have not been anything but kind and gracious and sweet about it. So I'm just saying, I wanted to say that so you guys could all hear it, because yeah. Hey, Sass, you can 100% go ahead and mute that person right there. The other thing I want to say is this, and this is really, really exciting. So I know a lot of you guys were looking forward to maybe seeing me in Ohio on the 12th and 13th and so on. So Ohio has been moved, which I mentioned last night. But now Sass and I will be at West Virginia State Penitentiary the entire weekend, the 12th and 13th of April. And would you guys like to go investigate a haunted prison? Would you like to go investigate West Virginia State Penitentiary with me? I know you would. I know you would. You can come in person, or you can totally get a ticket to just watch a private live stream, just like the DOS House every time I am getting invited to go somewhere, one of the only ways that that my manager has been making sure, this is one of the only ways that I say I will go, is if they allow me to do a private YouTube live stream for ticket holders. So if you guys grab a ticket, then you can watch the entire thing. Sass and I finished up today watching the remainder of the private live from the DOS house. And we did catch some interesting things in there that we can't debunk. I've got Shauna watching it when she can. She's on her way home from an event, but I've got her watching it when she can to see if she can help us debunk it. Let me just say that we've been working with Shauna, and in June, when we go back up there, we will be doing Creep It Real, which is at the DOS house on the 21st. I don't know why this is making me look like a lion this evening. It just is what it is. On the 21st of June, we'll be doing the Creep It Real. We will have a private live stream where you guys can investigate with us, not only in the DOS house, but in the cemetery across the street. Yeah, you heard me right. That week, between the 21st and the 28th, there will be 4 investigations. The DOS house and the cemetery is just 1. So I want you guys to kind of keep your ears peeled, eyes peeled, whatever, because we will be announcing 3 more that week. We'll be in Pennsylvania the entire week. And after what we saw in these last few episodes, where Sass and I went back through, both of us are beyond, like, we were ready to go tonight. Like, we were ready to leave and drive back to Pennsylvania tonight. Because there were just so many things we caught that we couldn't debunk. Now, there was one thing we caught that we were sure was an apparition, but it wasn't. We managed to figure out it was a water bottle. It looks really cool though, and I will post pictures to show you guys how to debunk stuff. But yeah, we're excited. Did I also mention that I'll be in California in August? Did I mention that? If I didn't, I will. I will. We'll be investigating the USS Hornet, and I am so stoked for that one. So yeah, there was something else I was going to mention, but it is what it is. What is up, Miss Minnie? I've been waiting to see you on here. How was your trip home? Hello in London. How are you? Yeah. So I'm going to start with the mediumship reads from, I guess it was actually the 11th when I was really, really sick. So I'm going to start with the mediumship reads from then, and then we'll move on to the ones from tonight, okay? I'm just going to do the mediumships. For those of you guys that are waiting for channeled spirit guide reads from the 11th, I will probably reschedule those for like Thursday during the day, just so you guys know. Yeah. Stressful. I'm so sorry. Please tell me you got to eat some good food that you've missed. So my first person on my list tonight is Aimee Tillman. These are the ones from the 11th that I'm going to do first, okay? So Aimee Tillman, Angellea, Camae. I love your name. I just feel like it has to have some swag on it. Jerome, Suzan, Tabitha C, and Terry. I just want you to know that. Miss Heidi, are you on here by chance? I don't know if she's on here. Hey, did you get my email early? Did you get my email earlier about your orders? I couldn't remember. I thought you said that you guys were going to come to Oklahoma City this next weekend. I still have to get a video out for Oklahoma City. I will be in Oklahoma City at Craig's Emporium this coming Saturday. I'm super excited. During the eclipse. All right. So, Aimee, you are first. Okay. Yeah, just shoot me an email. I have a question for you, but just let me know if that's okay with you. So, Miss Aimee, you're first. Aimee, you have like a few people around you. It's interesting. They form like a triangle. You have two men that kind of stand behind you and a woman that stands in front of you. The woman is a spirit guide. She's not a family member. She's a spirit guide. But she acts as point. Okay. All right. So the guy behind you to your right. No, yeah, to your right back here. I have a feeling if he probably passed away when you were little. And here's why I say that, because, or maybe he didn't. Let me just describe him, because he's, okay. He's kind of a jokester, and as soon as I start to pinpoint something on his face, he like switches. It's funny. I have a feeling that he liked to kind of jump scare people, like come up behind you and be like, ah. He has a humongous mustache, a big old black dark mustache. There's a little bit of gray here and there. He legit looks like he stepped out of the movie Tombstone. He's showing me white shirt. He's got a hat, but it's not a cowboy hat. He just wants to show me like this. Like I can tell there's a brim of a hat, but I can't see the hat. But the mustache is the biggest thing. It's a big old bushy mustache. He's also showing me suspenders. Like this almost looks like a period costume. So I don't know if he liked to dress up, if he did reenactments, because that's almost what it looks like to me. He does have really, really dark brown eyes. Like if as I'm looking at him, I'm seeing him from a distance, they look almost black. Not in a bad way, so y'all will be, oh, it's demonic. Stop it. No, his eyes are just really, really a deep, deep, rich, rich brown. He has the greatest smile. It is like this humongous smile. He's got the big old smile wrinkles all over the place. He 100% is kind of a jokester. Like he is getting a kick out of showing me different stuff that and not giving me a chance to say anything before he shows me something else. Like he's getting a kick out of it. There's also always like a joking aspect with him too. I love it. He had like a pet name for everybody, a nickname for everybody. He did just show me boots. I want to say that they are alligator. And they don't have like the long pointed toe, but they do have a pretty good pointed toe on them. They're a really light tan. He's showing me specifically. I think that these were either the last pair of boots he owned or they were his favorites and he wore all the time, because he's showing me like shining them, dusting them off. Yeah, they're alligator. They're a really gorgeous light tan. Like he absolutely loves these boots and he just keeps showing them to me. Like I'm trying to figure out what I'm not seeing about them that he... Okay, there's also a military tie with him. I'm trying to get... He keeps saying Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. It's so funny. I would like to know which one. He has kind of a deeper voice. It almost sounds like his voice comes from the middle of his chest. It's really cool. My first instinct was to say Navy, but I'm not. He keeps teasing me. He keeps joking around and like he sings. I don't understand the song, so I'm gonna kind of sing it. I'm gonna cover your ears. I'm gonna kind of sing it for you because this is what he said: Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. It's so funny. He just keeps singing that to me over and over, and I don't know why, Aimee, but it's really funny. He is such a fucking jokester. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. He showed me this. He just showed me like, I don't know if he likes to act or if he's just a jokester, okay? But he showed me like he clenched his chest and went, oh, like some crazy movie death. It's so funny. But I think when he was having these issues, I think that he had, I'm pretty sure that this was a heart attack or something to do with his heart, because like he showed me, he legit would have won like a super Oscar for what he just showed me, because it was like over the top on purpose. But I don't think he told anybody about the extent of the pain he was having. And I think he probably had a smaller heart attack, and then everybody kind of got onto him because he knew there was something wrong. And he showed me again, like clutching his chest like this and kind of bent over. So I have a feeling that this is what the end was. But why did he show me? He showed me a pirate treasure chest full of gold. I don't think in any way, shape, or form that there's a treasure chest of gold somewhere. He was a treasure hunter. Thank you. He's like straightforward now. I appreciate that. He liked to go, I have a feeling he has a metal detector. He liked to go hunt for things. Okay. And there was something in particular that he looked for all the time, that he really liked to go look for. He says, there's not really any message. There's not really anything he wanted to say, except he says he's helping you hunt treasure now. So to me, I'm taking that as he is, okay, never mind. I'm not going to say what I'm taking that as. Here's what he says. The thing that you're working toward, the big goal that you have, all of that money in your bank account, he says, he's helping you. I put pennies in your path, is what he says. I put pennies in your path. Only the shiny ones, don't pick up the others. Okay, so all of those pennies that you keep finding lately, especially the really shiny ones, those are from him. Those are from him. It's his way of helping point you on the right path. Just so you know. Just so you know. I don't know if Aimee's here or not. I haven't really been paying attention. So, I think they're gone, Sass. I think they're gone. I think that once I said they can get blocked, they left, which is fine with me. There really isn't any kind of message, Aimee, except for him wanting to make sure that you know he's still helping you hunt for the treasure, that he's there. It's so funny because when I said he's helping you hunt for the treasure, he showed me him smiling again real big with those wrinkles. I get the feeling that he's really, really a nice guy, that he really was salt of the earth, give you the shirt off of his back kind of nice guy. I also have a feeling that he died in his 60s. I don't think that he lived to be very, very old at all. And he says that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to read the comments too much with these so I can make sure that I get through them. But I do want to say this real quick, okay? For those of you guys that are watching, whether it's on YouTube or on TikTok, let me give you guys just the ground rules of my lives if you're new to watching me. Don't be creepy. Don't be creepy. If you're creepy, if you come in and you're creepy, my moderators are going to block you right off the bat. Okay, don't be creepy. If you're going to post something, if you're going to say something and it's borderline creepy, and let's face it, if you're being creepy, you know you're being creepy. Not only will my mods block you immediately, but they will also screenshot your account. The other thing I'm going to say is this. Do not co-read. Do not co-read. These are paid readings. Someone has given me their hard-earned money for my time, for me to channel a message for them, to pull one of their loved ones in. Do not co-read. It is so fucking rude. And what it signals is that you think I don't know what I'm doing, and I've been doing this for decades. You may fuck all the way off with that. If you are caught co-reading, you 100% will be fucking booted. You'll be muted, and if you continue to do it later, you will be blocked, okay? Do not do that to any reader. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's someone on TikTok. I don't care. I don't care. Don't do it. TikTok is sub only. My sorry. Okay, I have fixed that now. I am so sorry. Don't co-read, period. It is so rude. The other thing I'm going to say is this. Don't randomly give out your personal information, and don't come in and say, hey, read for me, read for me. That is really fucking rude as well, and it makes me want to flock you right in the middle of your third eye. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's rude. Read the room before you say anything at all. All right, Angellea, you are next. I just want to go ahead and lay those ground rules down. And apparently, we're going to lay those ground rules down before I start reading at all. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. If you come in and you're trying to co-read, it tells me you are also the person that stands over the plumber telling them how to fix your toilet when you don't know jack about shit. All right, Angellea. What? You have a lady. Okay. I don't like her right off the bat. She's mean. She keeps interrupting me. Every time I try to get a word out, she's cutting me off. She's very thin. I have a feeling that she's taller than me, so I'm going to say she's tall. She's probably about 5'7" or 5'8". She's a little tall. She has kind of a very, I don't want to say pinched nose, but it's pinched. We'll just say it that way. She is not nice, ma'am. If you can't be nice, then I will speak to somebody else for Angellea, because I'm not going to tolerate that. She isn't a nice person. She isn't nice. She is not a nice person, Angellea. I get the feeling that this is either a grandmother or a great aunt. She is very bossy. She is very naggy. Do this, do this, do this, do this. She keeps showing me like wagging the finger in somebody's face like this too. I get the feeling that when you were around her as a kid, she did this to all of you kids, and nobody really liked going to her house. I really don't want to talk to her. I really don't want to talk to her. I'm not going to lie. I really don't want to talk to her. But that is that's the first lady that came through. Like, in fact, she kind of butted through, and she pushed everybody aside to come and talk to you. So I need to know, if you have a message, then we need to go ahead and get that message, because you and I are not friends, ma'am. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, she says. Okay. She softened slightly, but really not. And the reason that I did go ahead and give you her message is because she's making me feel like there is a path that you are supposed to be on. There is something you are supposed to be doing. You have been feeling it in your gut. You have been hardcore skirting around it, trying everything possible not to do it, because a lot of it is because of her. She's nagging the fuck out of you from the beyond, and I'm just gonna say right now, like, that isn't cool. But let me explain to you why she is doing this. Even though she's not a very nice person, even though she wasn't a very nice person in life, she still has been assigned as a spirit guide to you. And so she can see the outcome of the path that you're on now and the outcome of what you're supposed to be doing. What you're supposed to be doing is harder. It is much harder. Not only is it much harder, you have a very intense gift. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I don't understand why it's so much harder. You have a very intense gift. You've turned it off. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to use it. But here's the thing, you have to. You have to. You were given this gift on purpose, she says. Not only were you given this gift on purpose, but your soul agreed. What is it? You touch something. I almost feel like you're a physical medium. Is that it? Because she's showing me touching something and seeing things. So I almost feel like you have physical medium abilities. Here's the thing. And this is a pause in the reading here, because she kind of softened a little bit, so I'm happy to continue talking to her for a minute. I feel like, and it's my personal opinion, just from what I've seen over the last, I don't know, 12, 13 years. I've been doing this professionally since 2013. And I have clients all over the world, I have celebrity clients, etc. There are so many people that have such intense gifts and abilities that they signed up to come here now and utilize these abilities. Even if you think that your gift and ability isn't super strong, you are supposed to use it. And here is why you're supposed to use it. Because there is someone that you're supposed to help that either saves their life, sets them on the right path, all of the above, etc. You have to use this gift. You do. You have to use this gift. I understand that a lot of people turn their gifts off when they're kids, especially mediumship, traveling, seeing angels or demonic spirits, etc. Because, I mean, frankly, it's fucking scary. It's fucking scary, especially when you're a little kid and you don't have anybody to explain to you. So, Aimee, here's the thing. She really is almost insistent on using this gift. Yes, she's going about it the wrong way. She showed me her nose again, her face, and her glasses again, I guess to make sure that I reiterate that it's her, as if you don't know because of her attitude. But this gift is really important. It is really, really important, Aimee. And I mean, I feel like there's an urgency behind this. So I'm going to advise you to start working on utilizing this gift, pulling it back out and being able to use it. In fact, here's what I would recommend. I would start using this gift and honing this gift because I have a feeling that it helps to solve things that haven't been solved yet. That's the exact feeling that I get and kind of what she's reiterating to me. If you guys want to build your clairs, if you want to build your clairs, if you want to build your abilities, everybody has all the clairs. Everyone has all the clairs. I don't give a flying fuck what newbies on TikTok say. Everybody is born with all the clairs. Everyone has one that is stronger than the other. If you want to utilize those, if you want to learn how to boost those, one of my favorite books to tell you guys is called The Psychic Witch by Matt Aaron. It is on Audible, and I highly recommend getting it on Audible because one of the chapters has a meditation in it that walks you through utilizing every one of your clairs together, including the harder ones like smell and taste. I highly, highly recommend that book. Okay? I highly recommend that book. So Aimee, she's wanting me to reiterate again. Not Aimee. I'm so sorry. Angellea. She's wanting me to reiterate. I was like, that is wrong, witch. She's wanting me to reiterate again that your gift is really important. I mean, vital to something. Okay? She's making me feel like it is vital to catch somebody that is going to do something again. So please, please, I'm going to kind of beg you just a little bit. I'm going to kind of beg you just a little bit. I'm just saying. All right? All right. Camae, are you ready? So before I start, because this lady that came through for you, Camae, she's really sweet, okay? And she wants me to go ahead and say what I was going to say and then read for you. Contrary to popular belief, not every spirit guide is good. Not every spirit guide has your best interests in mind. Contrary to popular belief, not all ancestors are nice. In fact, every single one of us has ancestors that are dicks. Every single one of us has ancestors that would not approve of how we live our life, what we do, who we are, etc. It is what it is. It just is what it is, okay? Every single one of us has people that love us, spirit guides and ancestors that are going to help us with anything that we need. And every single one of us has a spirit guide that is not working in our best interest, and ancestors that are absolute pieces of shit. I'm just going to call it like it is. All right, Camae. So this lady that came in, she just wanted me to reiterate that. She came in and she's very interesting because the way she came in, she's standing like this, okay? She's standing like this. She does have a little bit of a belly, okay? And she's got her hands on her belly like this. She's standing like this. She's wearing something very specific, and I want to see if I can describe it. It is a very, very tiny flower print. These flowers, they're like a periwinkle, almost a lavender color. They have a little pink middle to them, but the whole dress that she's got on, I have a feeling this is a handmade dress. But she's a little bigger. She has the best, most warmest smile. She does have kind of chubby fingers. She went like this at me and she said sausages like that. I don't know. She's really funny. She does have an accent. Sausages. It's almost exactly how she said it. Sausages like that. She has an accent. She's showing me, she has the little granny puffball. It's really cute, but it's almost white. It's not gray. She showed me her skin really, I get the feeling that she has kind of an olive complexion. I don't know if she's of South American descent in some way, Mexican descent. She has a very olive, very gorgeous complexion, but she went from that to like very pale, which signifies to me like a long drawn out illness, because she showed me her face, you know, the gorgeous olive color and this big smile, and then as her color faded, her smile faded. So she's signifying to me that this is a very long drawn out illness. This was, I don't know. I wanted to say cancer, but that's not correct. As soon as I started to say that, she kind of went like this. I don't know what this is, but I have a feeling that it is hereditary, because she made me feel like I needed to be worried about other people. I'm gonna take a breath for a minute. She could also be from around the Mediterranean. She showed me this dress again. She's wanting me to specifically, like, she keeps doing this, like this. She keeps doing that. This dress does have a white collar. And she's showing me this again. I have a feeling this is a photo, because this is a very specific stance that she's holding. It's a photo. Okay. I feel like either you have a doll that she made you, or why do I feel like there's a doll made out of some of her clothing after she passed? And it's a doll. It's not like plastic or porcelain or anything. It's a cloth doll. It has like brown yarn hair. She just showed me a white. She showed me a white cake. It's just a small one like this, and it's got 3, I think they're raspberries on top. It's got really pretty piping design all around the side. I have a feeling that she used to bake. This is a specific kind of cake. My nose is itching. Someone's talking about me. This is a specific kind of cake that she used to make. It was like her specialty. Like raspberry lemon? What am I tasting? Like, it's fucking delicious. It's like raspberry lemon. It also has a layer of like meringue or something in the middle. Holy fuck. Like, I'm actually a little angry that I can't like DoorDash this. I don't know what this is, but this is absolutely fucking delicious, and I'm a little sad that I can't have a whole piece of it. See, this is when this gift is nice. This is when this gift is nice. She also got really, really quiet. So She wanted to remind me of this doll again. Like she pointed to the doll again like this. Like she pointed to the doll. So I don't know why the doll is important, or if you understand what I'm talking about with the doll, but she specifically pointed to the doll. She keeps saying, in my mind's eye. In my mind's eye. I don't understand what that means. In my mind's eye. Hey, mods on TikTok, give everybody one warning. Y'all, read the fucking room before you come in. If you continue to ask questions when you know I am doing paid readings, you will get muted. Read the room before you come in and say anything that is beyond rude, unless somebody has a sign up saying that they are doing free reads or answering free questions. That's really rude. It's pissing me off this evening, and I don't know why it's pissing me off this evening, but it is. The doll is important, and I don't understand what in my mind's eye means that she keeps saying, but that is the message, and I'm hoping you understand what that is. I'm hoping you understand what that is. Just saying. So. I think I'm just at the point where I've had enough of people co-reading and doing stuff like that. I know there are a lot of people on TikTok that do free questions, that do free readings and stuff. I am not one of them, and I am happy to explain to you guys why. I've been doing this for a very long time. I have a lot of celebrity clients, some very high profile clients. I have read for almost every major horror villain that you guys know. Obviously not the ones that have passed away, but all of the current Michael Myers, all of the current Jasons, and all of the current Leatherfaces, save for one who is a very unkind person, and I refuse to be around him. But yeah, I have read for almost every major horror villain, and I know what I'm doing, and I get booked and paid to go places to do what I do for people. So I'm just saying, I don't do free readings. This is my job. All right, Jerome, you are next. Wow, this guy came right on in. All right, what's up, man? Jerome, this guy is funny as fuck. What the hell? I know this is so unrealistic, but this is what he showed me, and I hope I can describe it with the fervor that he just showed me. So he came in like a fucking cartoon character with these big, huge, long legs stepping in like this. And he's like, I don't know. He's very animated, very 70s. I mean, this is great. I love this guy. Okay. He legitimately showed me like a cartoon character. He has the longest fucking legs. I have a feeling that his legs were so long. He's very tall, but everybody gave him shit. Everybody razzed him about his legs, is what he just said. Dude, he is hilarious. Oh my God. Okay. He's not showing me his head. I don't understand this. He's just showing me this cartoon character walk like this and laughing about how long his legs are. He showed me like stepping over a car, you know, like completely unrealistic. But I get the feeling that this is the family joke about his legs. He says he was all legs from the time he was born. I don't know who he is, but he is absolutely hilarious. I'm totally down. This is so funny. He is 100% like 70s disco era, disco stew kind of like, yeah. He is really hilarious. He's really hilarious. But here's the thing. He went from being really funny when I said he's really hilarious to very serious. He had a an extremely tough life as a kid, a very hard path. There's a lot of trauma there. I have a feeling that he did a little time in jail. I don't think full on prison, but I think he was in and out of jail a little bit. I almost feel like he was involved with some people that he knew damn well he shouldn't have got involved with, but it was, he says, it's the only way I could earn money. He does have darker skin, but it's like medium. I don't know how else to explain that. He's not wanting to show me his face, but I don't feel like this is something like shame-wise. It makes me feel like either he had like mouth cancer or skin cancer or something like that, because it's a pride thing. Like he didn't want anybody to see him when he started having these issues. Okay, he's showing me something here on the left side of his face. I have a feeling that either there's an injury. I don't understand. Like he showed me like this whole part of his face is just non-existent, which doesn't make sense. And this is not an accident. This is not like a self thing. Okay, I know you guys know exactly what I'm saying. This is like either jaw cancer or skin cancer, because it's something that he had to have surgically. Skin cancer. Okay, thank you. He showed me a big, like, my grandpa had skin cancer, so I understand what he's showing me. Like a big, almost like hole right here that he had to have burnt off. He doesn't want to show me his face, and that's fine. It's okay. He just showed me a leather vest. Okay. And apparently this leather vest is very specific. There is either a lot of photos of him in it. Like it was his favorite thing. Like he even stuck his hands in it like this, his thumbs in it like that. It is like super gorgeous suede. I have a feeling that this was one of his prized clothing possessions. He's like, yeah, he keeps doing this. It's so funny. He's walking around like this. He's got on like a blue shirt underneath it. It's almost like plaid, but it's thin, like a not t-shirt, like the snap front button shirts. There we go. The like pearl snap. It's blue. It's got a little bit of a stripe in it, like a light. It almost looks like plaid, but it's not, you know, plaid. But he's wearing this with this vest. I think the vest has fringe on the bottom, and there's a pocket on each side. He is so proud. Oh, it's a Wilson's vest. Well, dude, I'd be proud of a fucking Wilson's leather vest too. So. Oh, it's so soft. He keeps like doing this. He'd stick his thumb in there and then run his fingers like this. It is like the softest fucking suede. He babied this thing. I don't know if you know what vest I'm talking about, Jerome, or if you're even here. But he's so proud of this vest. He showed me bell bottoms and sandals. Okay. I really like him. He's so funny. He says, "Go get it, boy. Go get it, boy." With a big old grin behind it. He's so proud of you, it's not even funny. He is so proud of you, it's not even funny. Like when I said he's proud of you, he stuck his thumbs in the end of the vest again, and he just, you know how like older people would like do this when they were really, really proud of their kids or something like that? That's what he did. He's like grinning ear to ear. He is so proud of you. He wants me to acknowledge a specific achievement that you just, I don't even think you've really told anybody about this achievement, because he makes me feel like it's a secret. Like not a lot of people know about it. You haven't told a lot of people yet. He says, "Go brag. Go brag." He wants you to literally scream it from the rooftops and tell everybody. He wants you to tell everybody. He is so proud. Cobra, I would love to make sure that everyone knows you are supporting me in my witchcraft. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I also appreciate you coming in with a troll comment to push me up in the For You page. It helps me out tremendously. Thank you for being a supporter of all us pagans. He wants me to make sure, he literally paused so I can say that. It's really funny. He wants me to make sure, Jerome, that you tell people. He says tell people. He says he is so proud of you. He's so proud of you. Like, it's so funny when he's being proud and he's doing this, he glows. He's so proud of you. Like, you know how you say a parent is beaming watching a kid graduate and stuff like that? That is exactly, he turns like this golden color. Also, he wants me to let you know that the golden eagle is him. I have a feeling either you've been seeing it in your dreams or you've been seeing a being that shows up in gold. It's him. It's him. Just so you know, it's him. He wants me to reiterate again that you need to tell people. You need to brag about yourself. Okay? All right, Miss Susan Knox is next. Water is good. So you have a lady and a man, and they stand way off here to the left behind you, like way back here to the left. Like they're only showing me like they're little bitty back there. And they're holding hands. They're brother and sister. Okay. I feel like this is your grandma and a great uncle. I'm trying to get them to come a little closer. I have a feeling that he probably passed away when he was younger. They were very, very close, like very, very close. Because the way she's showing me herself as an older woman, but he is showing me himself as a kid. Even though they're showing me the same height, but he can't be more than probably 8. He has kind of shaggy dark hair. He's got on overalls, jean overalls, no shirt, and he's barefoot. And his feet are really dirty. Like he wanted me to specifically show that his feet were dusty. She, however, is different. She's short. I would say probably around between 5'1" and 5 foot to 5'2". She is hunched like this. Her shoulders are kind of turned in and she's hunched a little bit. She has really bad osteoarthritis throughout her back. She showed me really like long about here, white hair, and then it went like this and got short. She has kind of almost like a bob, like because it tucks around her ear like this. It's like silver. I don't understand why she showed me as it white and then it turned silver. I don't understand that. She wants me to bring back to her shoulders and her back. And she wants to reiterate that you need to go have your back checked. She's worried that because this is hereditary, because this runs in the family. She said, is it degenerative bone disease? Is that what you guys have? There's something specific like this hereditarily that is passed down. And she's really worried about it. And what she wants to tell me is that it's almost like you've been either seeing the signs, you've been thinking about it, you've been worried about it, something. There's something about it. But she wants to reiterate, please go get checked. I don't think that you have it full blown. I think that this is more you're showing signs, and so go nip it in the butt before it gets any worse. She's so sweet. She's so gentle. Like that's the thing I keep getting from her. Is she's so gentle. Like you just want to protect her. Like it just seems like she's going to break every time she breathes. She's so little and tiny and frail. But I have a feeling she's always been this way. Like I feel like she's been sick most of her life. But at the same time, she's sick almost all the time. But at the same time, she's like one of the strongest people you've ever met. She's overcome a lot. I don't understand what's up with her legs. I think that she probably should have had braces on her legs as a kid, and they could not afford them because she showed me braces and then they disappeared. So I think that she probably had something from birth where her legs, she's also a little pigeon-toed. Okay, she showed me that. Okay. She's very, very soft-spoken too. Like she almost whispers. So I don't know if this is like, because it's almost like she's struggling to tell me these words. Like she's talking like this. She's talking like that. So I don't know if this is like emphysema or if this is something with her lungs across here, but she's like this, like having to take a deep breath before she can tell me every single word. She keeps saying, I'm sorry, like apologizing, and I don't maybe you understand why. She says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. She keeps telling me, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I have a feeling that when she left, it crushed so many people. Even though you guys like knew, even though you guys knew it was coming, it still hit everybody really hard. And she feels like she left you, like it hurt her. She feels like she left you when she didn't mean to. And that's so she keeps apologizing. I have a feeling that this is like emphysema, because the way she made me feel is like she almost feels guilty for not stopping earlier. Okay. She showed me a really gorgeous bedspread. I don't understand the bedspread, but she showed it to me. It's one of those ones that has the design in it that's like the little, it's white and it has the little white bump. I don't know what this is. My grandma had one. But it's like a big flower design. But she's showing me it on a twin size bed. So I don't know if this is the bed you slept in when you went over there or what. But it's a white blanket. It's not a comforter. It's just a blanket. But it's got the little poofy thing. Somebody tell me what that's called. Somebody tell me what that's called. But she specifically showed me that. I have a feeling that it's very Chanel. I can't say it right. It's very important that she, thank you guys. It's very important that you know she remembers is the feeling I get. Is the feeling I get. I really like her. Like I just wanna protect her. Okay, she says, I have to go. I have to go. It's so funny. She says, I have to go. That's how she said it. But she wants me to acknowledge that she has not been around a lot. And she knows you've been trying to contact her. She knows that your mom has been trying to contact her as well. She's got something that she has to take care of. So she's kind of going back and forth. She says, I do check on you. I do come by. I do see you. She wants me to specifically repeat, I do see you. So I don't know what it is that you're talking to her or doing. I do see you, she says. But she can't stay all the time. But she does come and check all the time. I just want you to know. So Susan, I don't know if you're here. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to the comments so I can actually get the read out. But hopefully you know who she is. Hopefully you know who she is. So. All right. Tabitha Capus, you ready? I have Tabitha and Terry on the readings for the 11th, and then I'll start the ones for this evening. You have like a whole plethora of people around you, Tabitha. This is weird. Here's what they just showed me. They just showed me you standing in the middle. There's a like semicircle around you, and you have this white tether to each one of these people. And there's probably 30 people in this semicircle behind you. You have such a strong bond with all your ancestors, and you don't even realize it. Okay, so behind you to the left, there's a lady back there. She's showing me longer dark hair. She showed me like stick straight, and then it started to get a wave to it. Not curls, just a wave. But she showed me stick straight. And she just made me feel two things. So she's making me feel this really weird pain in my arm right here and down my side. I don't know what that signifies. Because it's not radiating here. So I don't think it's a heart attack. But it's weird. Right here and down. So I don't know if this is a burn or an injury. I don't know what this is. But she keeps making me feel this and I don't understand. The other thing, she is your strongest one. Okay. I don't think she's like mom, grandma, something like that. She's either like an aunt or a cousin. She's like, because what she just showed me was like, here's mom, grandma, great grandma. You know what I mean? She just showed me the matriarchal line of your family. And she's like, boop, off to the side. She showed me that, like off to the side. She also just showed me this really gorgeous red dress. It has a little bit of a flare to the skirt. Like if you spin around, it flares a little bit at the bottom. She showed me that, but then she showed me a plaid pencil skirt, like a wool pencil skirt. I have a feeling she's a seamstress, but a lot of the stuff that she loved to make was red. Like she loves red. She showed me red roses. She showed me, I don't know what kind of dancing this is. She's a bright red dress. It is off the shoulder like this. She's got a big red rose in her hair. I know that I don't, she's showing me like all kinds of stuff. She showed me like, she wants me to focus on this rose. I don't understand why. It's really big. I mean, it's obviously like a fake one. I don't know if somebody still has this, but I don't think she has children because she makes me feel like she's by herself. Like there's not a significant other. There's no children here. She doesn't have any children. She really, really loved to dance. Like she keeps showing me spinning around. It's not flamenco. Maybe it is flamenco. But she keeps showing me dancing in this red dress. She has a black belt that she wears with it. There is a little bit. She also has a sash. Okay, she has a sash she used to wear with it as well. That is red, white, and green. It's like red, white, green. Like little strips about like this. I have a feeling it's hand woven because it feels like, you know, when you used to make the friendship bracelets and it's like all the individual knots, like that's what it feels like, but it's about this wide. It's not very wide. There's no design on it, just those three things. She's showing me something gold coming off her side like this, and I don't understand what that means. It looks like golden hair, like golden energy that looks like hair, and it's just coming off of her left side, like down from her armpit, and it goes out and down. I don't. So she just showed me, I recognize them as like tap dancing shoes. They're, you know, almost the Mary Jane style with the strap across the top and the heel about like this, and they do have a metal plate on the bottom. She's a dancer. I almost feel like she did this for a living. Either she taught dance or she was a performer. She's very beautiful. She's very beautiful. She showed me again her hair up with this, with that rose I was talking about. And even though she has really long hair, she did it in these like, these gorgeous like victory rolls almost. They're just gorgeous big poofy roll curls all over the back. And she has like very dark eyebrows, very dark, like the gorgeous big dark eyes. Like she's utterly beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And I have a feeling that this is a photo because she keeps showing me herself in this dress, and she'll spin around and the dress is spun like this, and she's even got part of it up, and she has this big smile on her face, and but she's just frozen. So I assume that this is a photo. Okay, she made me feel this again. I don't know. I feel like she had an accident. I feel like that's what happened. I also don't feel like she really lived to be past maybe 33 or 34. There's an accident. It's something here. And she wants me to kind of reiterate that it was instantaneous. She makes me feel like there's a question that maybe she laid there for a while. She did not. It was instantaneous. She says, I knew it was coming, and I tried to tell everyone. So I think she had premonitions She was kind of labeled as the weird one, the weird aunt or whatever. I think she had premonitions because she knew about a week before that it was coming, and she tried to tell everyone. And looking back, everyone knew that she was saying goodbye. But she says one more time, it was instantaneous. She said, okay, I'm trying to figure out the word she just said. It sounds like Helencita, but it doesn't have Sita on the end. But it's not a name. I don't understand what she's saying. I feel like this is the name of a town, because I don't feel like it's a name. I feel like this is the name of a town. And she's gone. Okay. Tabitha, I don't know if you know who that is, but she's a very interesting lady. She was a very interesting lady, like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind, literally. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps. I had to take a breath for a minute. Terry Ledford is next. Terry, there, a man like stepped forward really quick. He's got on a crisp white shirt like you would wear under a suit, and dress slacks. They're a really dark gray. He's got on brown dress shoes, and he has very large feet. It's like a joke. He wanted me to point out that his shoes, like, they're very meticulous. He almost feels like a judge or an attorney or something like that. Like, judge is the first thing that came to mind. Like, he's very professional. But what's funny is, as he's showing me himself in this, he's also got his sleeves rolled up. I can't see his head. It's almost like I can see a shadow of his head. Dementia. Okay. This is dementia or Alzheimer's. He's got darker hair. It's usually parted over here on the left and kind of like pushed around like this. He showed it to me darker when he was younger, and then it morphed into that salt and pepper, and then into almost complete gray when he passed away. I get the feeling that he passed away in his late 60s. I don't think he lived past 69, 68 or 69. He does, there is something to do with law here. Whether this is, I really feel like he's a judge. Like, that's the first inkling he gave me. I really feel like he's a judge. He's doing this, like, just with one. I don't know if he had an injury or he had something here, but this eye over here on the side, it's like closed like that. Does that make sense? So I don't know if this is, no, it's on the bottom. Okay. I feel like this is an injury or something, but this eye is like this. Like, he can see out of it just fine. It's the skin. It's up like that. Like, it's making my eye twitch. He does have kind of a round face. He's not fat. He does have kind of a barrel chest. He is like a bigger, more muscular type of guy. He does have like larger arms, and he does have a lot of hair on his arms. He also has very large fingers. Like, his rings were like size 14 or 15. Okay, he's specifically showing me a ring he used to wear over here. I think that this is like a college alma mater ring, because it's very, very, oh, it's a Mason ring. It's a Mason ring. Okay, he's a Mason. Because he wanted to show it to me very specifically like this, but I'm not allowed to really see it very well, but it's gold with a blue stone. And as soon as I said a college ring, he was like, absolutely not. Like, he almost got offended that I called it a college ring. And then I was shown the symbol on the top. He's a Mason. I would bet he's very high up in the Masonic order as well. He keeps showing me this image of himself in the white shirt and the slacks. Do you know who I'm talking about, Terry? Is that you, Terry? This is Terry Ledford. But he keeps showing me this specific, suit. Well, not suit, Both sides of your family were Masons. Oh, hi, Tabitha. He keeps showing me just him standing there. He's very handsome. He's a very, very handsome guy, and he kind of knows it. He kind of knows it. But not like, I don't get that he's a player. I get that he was 100% faithful to his wife, like never would have strayed. He's very, very... Like, I think if this man, even though I don't know him, I think if he told me he was disappointed in me, my whole heart would break in half. Like, I really feel like my soul would be crushed if this man ever said that he was. You okay? I think my cat just knocked something over. I think that if he ever told me he was disappointed in me, my soul would wither. Okay, what am I missing? Because he won't let me move past seeing him. He won't let me move past seeing him in this, like I'm seeing him. I think that he was buried in a suit jacket and he wasn't super happy about it. I think that he does have a more professional job, like a more white collar job. And he did wear, like, you know, the slacks, the dress shirt. He wore a suit all the time, but he rarely had his suit jacket on unless he had to. I also think that he was raised either on a farm or around... No, it was like a farm. Yeah, okay. I don't understand. He's just standing there. But he's standing there with his hands out kind of like this. Like what? Like what? You know how somebody, when they stand there and they're like this, like he keeps standing there with his hands like this. Your grandpa was raised on a farm in Arkansas. He just kept showing me things that made me think about a farm. But he's just standing there like this, and I don't understand why. He rolls his sleeves up like this, and that's it. So I don't understand. He's waiting for something. Like he's waiting for you to do something. I feel like you have something of his and you don't get it out anymore. Am I right? Because he showed me a jewelry box, like a dark wooden box, and I think inside it's got like green velvet. Am I right? But he keeps showing me this box, and the box is closed, and I feel like he showed me a big layer of dust on the box, but I don't think that's right. As in, he meant that like this doesn't ever get opened. It's funny. He just did this. He's like, he stands like this a lot. He's doing this. Whatever this is in the box, he wants you to get it back out. There's not really a message. It's just he's waiting. He's just waiting on something. He's waiting on something. He pointed back to the ring like this. Like he even went like this. So I don't know what that means. He got really quiet. It's interesting. He got like really, really quiet and really, really not stern, but like focused on something. Terry, I feel like there's something specific he's waiting on you to do, waiting on you to take this step forward. I don't think it's for him specifically, it's for you. But like, it's something that I have a feeling that the two of you used to talk about. Either something that you wanted to do or something that he wanted for you. I don't know what it is, but it's something that the two of you used to talk about all the time, that you used to be really, really excited about the possibility of doing this when you got older. And it's like he's wanting you to do this. Like he's wanting you to do this. he just got real quiet. It's so funny. He got real quiet, like really focused and real quiet. Whatever this is, he's waiting for you to do it. He's waiting for you to do it. And he just said, I'll be waiting for you. As in, like, he'll be like, if you're going to climb a mountain, he's going to be waiting for you. He says, I'll be waiting for you. So I don't understand what that means, and hopefully you do. He's definitely a very, very interesting guy. He's a very, very interesting guy. Like, I really, really like him a lot. I have a feeling that he is really intelligent. He's also one of those guys that's really kind of quiet, and he just watches everything, and then says something and then makes a comment. But yeah, you absolutely do not disappoint him. Like, he's someone that he doesn't have to raise his voice. If he did raise his voice, you knew something was really, really bad wrong. But he could just say, I'm disappointed in you, and walk away, and it would crush you. So, I hope that makes sense, Terry. I wish he would show me his face, but he won't. And I wish he would give me an idea of how he passed away, but he won't. He just wanted me to reiterate that he didn't live past his late 60s. So, I don't know. I know that you said your grandpa grew up on a farm and your grandpa was a mason. I don't know if you knew what age he was when he passed away. But like I said, he is a very, very nice guy. He's a very nice guy. Kind of stern, kind of gruff. 67 and a heart attack. Okay. Okay. So you're pretty sure that this is him, yes? He did this again. Like standing like this. Like he's just standing there with his hands templed like this. He says, I'll be waiting for you. So whatever it is that the two of you talked about whenever you were younger, he says, I will be waiting for you. You were young when he passed away. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't think you hear from him like ever, do you? Because he gives me the feeling that he does not come around a lot. Like he's very serious. To be honest, I actually feel like he has something very important he's in the process, like that he's doing, and that's why he doesn't come check on everybody. He knows that you guys are just fine, and he doesn't come check. He pointed to the ring again, and I don't know if you know where that is, or he also pointed to the box, this dark box again. So he wants me to describe the box. The top of the box, the lip comes out just a little bit past, like let's say that this is the edge of the box. The lip comes out just a little bit past like that. It's really, really dark. I don't know why the back of my ear is itching. Oh, I do. It's my dreadlock. But the bottom of it has this really gorgeous kind of ornate wood, and then the bottom has a little lip that comes out about like that too. But the inside, I'm pretty sure is green. I'm pretty sure it's green. I think it's just open inside. I don't think there are like ring holders or anything like that. But there is something specific inside of the box that I don't know. You're supposed to open the box. He doesn't want to tell me what's in the box, so that's fine. That's fine. So. Got you. I'll be listening for him. My dad just passed away, which would be his son, and I'm going through his things, so maybe it's in that. Well, I'm really sorry that you lost your dad, my friend. I have a feeling that is who you thought you would hear from. Let me say this. I don't think that your dad is ready to communicate yet. I think that it'll be a little bit. So I feel like I need to say this. Don't push him. I don't like, don't push him to come say hi. So I don't know if I don't know if this was a surprise or what. But he's not ready yet. And the old gods love you too, real talk. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. I don't think very much a surprise. Okay. I don't think he's ready to talk yet. So just give him a little bit. He will, trust me. And I have this feeling, well, the man that we're talking to is kind of reiterating this to me. When he does communicate, he's not going to stop. Just so you know. Just so you know. He's going to be one of those guys. He's a little bit of a trickster. Yeah, he's a little bit of a jokester. Like because the man that we're talking to just said he'll probably move things around. All right, on to my list for this evening. Man, why? Okay. Funny you say that something like that just happened this afternoon. That is funny. I'm sorry that you lost him, my friend. I'm sorry. It's not ever easy losing a parent, especially when it's a surprise. All right. You are so welcome, Terry, honey. Tammie Wheeler is next. Okay. There's a lady here, but she's standing like just outside. My nose is itching. Someone's talking about. She's standing just outside. For some reason, I thought that I didn't take my ibuprofen, but I guess I did. Okay. She's standing just outside where I can see her. She's showing me fruit. She showed me a banana and then a strawberry. But the banana, she showed me it get brown really quickly. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, then she said banana bread. So so it's interesting as I'm kind of trying to get her to come in a little closer where I can see her. I don't feel like she can hear out of this ear. I don't feel like she hears out of her right ear because I kept doing this, like tilting, like I wanted to hear something, and it's like my ear doesn't want to work. Like I keep doing this, like what? So I don't think she can hear out of her right ear. I don't think she can hear out of her right ear. So I get the feeling that she's much older. She went like this. I don't understand this. She went like this and pulled something down across her chest. She started on the left and literally went like this, like she was getting something off of her, but she went like this. It's not, she wasn't grabbing her chest. She literally, like she was doing this and getting something off of her, but specifically from left to right. I feel like it's fur, hair. I don't, is it, she just showed me a Siamese cat. I get the feeling that she's had a stroke, because I feel like my left arm needs to be dangling at my side. Like, I feel like my left arm is useless, because, and that's why it's the right doing this. Like, literally, I feel like I can't use my left arm. It's the weirdest fucking feeling. And I know it's not mine, because my arm's been fine all day. But as I'm talking to her and as I'm channeling her, like, my left arm feels like it needs to be hanging straight down at my side. I feel like this is a stroke, because I also feel like I should be talking like this. But I don't understand that, because it's her right ear and the right side of her mouth, but her left arm. And that's just odd. I think after this stroke, she wasn't mobile either, because she's kind of just sitting, and her head's kind of like this. I think she also, it's so funny, it's so quiet. Like, what she keeps reiterating to me is like, it's just quiet. So I don't know if she's in a home, a nursing home, or a facility, but she's just showing me like sitting in a chair looking out a window. It's really pretty outside, don't get me wrong. Like, there's these gorgeous gardens and stuff like that. And I'm in a room that's got kind of this rounded area of windows. It's not, excuse me, it's like kind of rounded right here, but then it's flat, like a big long enclosed porch or something like that. I'm trying to see her. Like, she won't show me her face. She won't show me how tall she was. She just shows me sitting in the chair looking out at these gardens. Okay, so let me describe what I'm seeing. So in front of me, outside the window, I don't know if this is, I don't think it's on the second floor, but I think for some reason the building is raised up just a little bit. I see there's a path, like a concrete walkway that goes out like this. There's a big tree right here. There's a rose bush right here that has big, dark, bright red roses on it. There's a whole bunch of, like, I don't know what they're called. It's the ornate grass that's like green with the yellow edges. But you can take a path this way. And then there's some more flowers and stuff here. She doesn't ever really get to go outside. Like, I don't understand. I don't think, like, she makes me feel really lonely. She makes me feel like really, really lonely. So, Tammie, I don't know. Here's the thing. I would say that maybe she didn't have a lot of people visiting her, but I don't think that's the case, because I think that she really didn't know anyone was there, because when she's showing me this path that I'm looking down, I know somehow that there are other people around me, but I can't see them or hear them. Like, I am locked in my own head, and I'm only staring at this little path while I'm sitting in this chair. So I don't know if this stroke disabled her to the point that she couldn't hear at all. She can see just fine, but she's nonverbal, and she can't turn her head. I know that there are people all around her. It's like I can see the shadows of the people all around her, but there's nothing. I don't know. She just shows me looking out at this garden. I've told her the garden, and I've told her about your arm. What else can you tell me for her? She says, I'm far away from everyone. Whoever this is, I don't know if she was in a facility far away from the family. I don't understand. She says, I'm far away from everyone. Like, she's making me feel like there's not a lot of people that were close, like that lived close by. I don't think this is your grandma, because I saw your comment that your grandma lived with you for a while. I don't think that this is your grandma. I think that this is either like a great aunt, an aunt. I think it's a great aunt, because I said that and that's clicked. She has little bitty feet. She has little bitty feet. She just slightly looked down where I could see her feet. There's like little tiny feet. But she just showed me a big, this is like a family Bible, and it's green, like a darker grass green, lighter olive green, but it's like this thick. But she showed me, like, if I'm looking down the table at it, like I can't see the top of it, but I can see the little notch in it for the binding. Like, it's obviously a family Bible. It does have gold on the front. Okay, there we go. She's showing me like the Bible would be facing y'all, and she's showing me like this, you know, and she's showing me on the top is the photo of Jesus and his ornate gold on the top. This is a family Bible that's been passed down. Okay. I don't know if your mom's here, if you could ask her, because I have a feeling that this is someone that was very close to your mom. I also get the feeling that this is a very long time ago. I don't feel like this is someone that just passed away within the last 10 years. I literally feel like this person might have passed away in the 70s, early 70s, late 60s. I also feel like this is in the South. She passed away 3 years ago. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to bring that up. I also feel like that this is in the South, because she's showing me a lot of white wicker furniture on the porch. She's also showing me whitewashed porch boards and a lot of trees. Like, it reminds me of some really gorgeous places that I have stayed in Georgia and stuff like that. This is also the facility she keeps showing me. It's a little bit more of an expensive place. I don't think this is just anybody gets to go here. This is a little bit more of an expensive place. She's like a gatekeeper. And to be honest, I'm getting a little frustrated with her, because it's like I keep trying to get more information out of her. And the more I try, the more that she just wants to talk about this garden. And ma'am, I don't want to talk about the garden anymore. I would like to know who you are. Tammie would like to know who you are. But she gave me the word gatekeeper, as in you have to get past this room that she's sitting in to talk to anybody else. And there are a ton of people. Like, she's showing me herself in the window sitting here looking out over the garden, and this whole room is empty. There's nobody there. But back here is a door, and there's a ton of people in there behind the door. It's almost like a game of charades. It's almost like a game of charades. Like, she just wants me to say all this stuff so then she can let me go through the door to talk to somebody else. I have a feeling in life she wasn't really super nice either. I think she was kind of bossy, maybe a little mean, maybe downright mean. Do you have German in your family? Because I feel like there's a little bit of an accent with her as well, and it's like a harder accent. It's not Italian. It's not English. It's really hard words. It's either German or Russian or something like that. I think German, because when I said Russian, that's not correct. I do not want you to have an update right now, sir. Sir, ma'am. Okay. So there's some specific family dish that's passed down to the women. here's how I'm going to describe it, and it's completely wrong, but it's the only way I know how to describe it. It's almost like ravioli, but it's not. It's like they're about like this big, and they're pressed on the edges, and then they're cut. It literally looks like a ravioli, but it's not. I'm trying to see what's inside, and it would either be in a green sauce or a white sauce. I have a feeling it's like meat. It's like meat inside. Do you know what I'm talking about, Tammie? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of making me hungry. It's kind of making me hungry. I'm not gonna lie. It's a German dish. It feels like something that was passed down. It's like a family recipe that's passed down. She will not let me beyond this room. She will not let me beyond this room. And it's, to be honest, it's starting to make me kind of mad. She just showed me like chopped up carrots, like little squared carrots that would be in like a stew with lima beans. But she doesn't like them. So I don't know why she's showing me them. You know what? I appreciate all of the visualizations and you making me hungry with those dumplings. But I need to give Tammie. There we go. Thank you. I feel bad because I feel like she's lonely, and I feel like this is the first time someone has connected with her in a very long time. But she's also kind of not nice. She's also kind of not nice. Like she's wanting me to just stay there and talk to her. And I appreciate that. I really do. Like if I were stuck in my own head from a stroke or something like that, I would 100% want people. But behind her, behind the door, she finally kind of let me go a minute. There's a very tall, slim man with silver hair. He really reminds me a little bit of the guy that I channeled a while ago, but he has on a white dress shirt and black slacks. And, oh, excuse me, they are navy blue. They're navy blue slacks. He showed me this, and I hope this makes sense to you. So he showed me like kind of broader shoulders. He's thin, okay? He showed me broader shoulders, but he showed me himself shrink like this. So I don't know if this is like, if this is cancer, if this is a, you know, a chronic illness or whatever, but he showed me himself kind of start to shrink like that. So whenever he passed away, he was really thin. Does that make sense? He does have silver hair. He showed me glasses on, glasses off, glasses on, glasses off. I have a feeling he's always misplacing his glasses. Because it's like he needs them, but he can't find them. He needs them, but he can't find them. Like that's the feeling that I get. Okay, I'm glad you understood that. He's not talking at all. Like he's not talking at all. So I don't know what that represents. I have a feeling there towards the end, there's a lot of weakness. Like he just didn't talk at all. Am I right? He showed me horses. He just showed me a tan horse with a white mane. He also showed me an Appaloosa. Specifically an Appaloosa. I was supposed to say an Appaloosa. He also, but what's funny is he showed me these horses like running, but I feel like they're toys. I feel like either these were something that you had or there's something up on a shelf. But it's these two horses specifically. Tan with a white mane and then an Appaloosa. And the Appaloosa is very high contrast, like white and red. I also feel like there's either a little stagecoach or something. It's red. It's like this big. I don't know what this is. It's like a little model. He showed me a fireman's hat, but I don't think that it's his. It's either like a plastic hat or I feel like there's a lot of like pretend and dress up. Not dress up, but you know what I mean? Like play with him. Like he's someone that played games with all the kids in the family. Yes? Because he's showing me like he's happy. Yes, okay, good. He's showing me like crawling around on his hands and knees, or on his knees like play boxing or something like that. Like he's the one that would happily play with all the kids. Okay. He almost made me want to cry. Like when you said yes and I said yeah, I read what you said out loud. Like he got so excited and kind of choked up a little bit. I have a feeling that he's been gone a little bit and you don't get to hear from him a lot. He feels like he's been blocked for some reason. Not like you blocked him on purpose, but he's been blocked from connecting. And so this is his first time of like getting to come in and talk a lot. So he pointed back to the horses. Do you understand the horses? He wants me specifically to mention these 2 plastic horses again. Were they yours? Your grandpa. Okay. What's up with the... They're like shortbread cookies, am I right? They're very thin. Like, to me, they would be super dry, but he loved them. They look like little daisies, little flowers. I don't know. They don't have the hole in the middle. They're not like the Gerber cookies. But you used to ride horses sometimes. Okay, so do you recognize these 2 horses? The tan with the white mane and the Appaloosa. Because, like, those are the 2 he's specifically showing me and wanted me to mention specifically. Yes, okay, good. Do you recognize the cookies? Because he pointed back to the cookies. I have a feeling they came in a tin. He misses them. He showed it to me. They come in like a green or a blue tin, and he misses them. He misses these fucking cookies. I mean, I totally get it. I'm a food person. There's going to be a lot of food that I miss. He ate them a lot, him and your grandma. Okay. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. They had the little white paper, yes? Because he's showing me then with like in the little white papers. Yeah? Girl, if I were you, I would 100% go get some of these cookies. Yes, okay. He's like really over the moon happy right now. Like over the moon happy right now that you know who this is. He's like so fucking excited right now. Like giddy. He's like doing, I don't know. He did something when he was excited. Yes. Like he either did this up and down. He did something when he was excited. He's like super excited that you know who this is, that he was able to get you to recognize him. Ooh, my ear is itching. What the fuck? Okay. Here's what I would recommend. There's not really a message. Like, there's not really a message. He's just so excited to get to communicate. It's almost like there's been something with him holding him back from being able to communicate with everybody. And he's just like so fucking excited right now. Here's what I'd recommend. A, go get some of those cookies. He used to come mess with you a lot. Okay. Go get some of those cookies and sit and have a conversation with him. Sit and have a conversation with him. Throwing your stuff on the floor. Okay, so that's what this is. Like, he's like super excited, like bouncing up and down. Like, yeah, okay. He's really funny. Oh my God. He reminds me so much of my grandpa. He's really funny. Except we didn't ride horses. I really like him. I really like him so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would 100% go. He says the ones in the green tin. I don't know why specifically the ones in the green tin. But he's really excited. Girl, I would go get you some of these cookies and I would just sit and have a couple of cookies and leave one for him. He showed me like a table. Do you have like a library table or something like that with photos on it? Because he showed me that. I literally would set one in front of his picture. I would set one in front of his picture. You'll know when he's done with it. Yes. Okay. So you know what I'm talking about. I would sit outside and have a cookie and just have a discussion, have a talk with him. Because here's the thing. I have a feeling that whatever this block is, it is now done. You put stuff on it a lot with flowers. Okay. It is done, and he just needs you to, like, just invite him to come visit. That's all. Like, he's really proper with it. He doesn't want to invade your space, he says. So you just need to be like, hey, come have some cookies with me. Like, seriously. Go get some cookies, sit outside and chat with him. And did he used to call you kiddo? What is it? He said, I won't bother you, kiddo. Go have a cookie with him. Go have some cookies with him. Yeah, go have some cookies with him. Let me go ahead and screenshot that. Oh, damn it. Sorry, TikTok, hang on. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. That and his little orphan. I got it. I got it. You are so welcome, Tammie. I don't know who the lady is. I would maybe do a little family research and see if you can figure out who she is, and maybe talk to her as well. I'm just saying. Even though she wasn't super nice, I get the feeling that she's kind of lonely. I get the feeling that she's kind of lonely. I don't really think she has kids. I like, maybe this is a great aunt or something like that. But yeah, I get the feeling that she's kind of lonely. I get the feeling she's kind of lonely. All right. Kelly Bridges is next. Thank you, Christine. I screenshotted that one. I screenshotted that one. Whoever this is made me real dizzy. Okay. There's a woman and a man. It's almost like they're fighting. Like, one's on this side and one's on this side, and it's almost like they're fighting back and forth. I'm going to describe him first because I can't really see her. He's really tall and almost like leaning over me. She's short. He has like dark brown hair, like almost black hair. It's very feathery. He has a very square jaw. He has a very, very square jaw. He's a little, he's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's almost like he's yelling at her and she's yelling up back at him. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand what's going on here. He specifically wanted me to mention that he's in his funeral suit. Black pants. Black dress slacks. Black shoes. Very shiny black shoes. Black suit jacket. I don't think it's a white shirt though. Like, I feel like it's like a cream color maybe? He has big knuckles. Um, because what he just showed me was odd. You know, when you're looking at when you're at a viewing and you see the person laying there, like they almost can't get his hands together. Usually they put someone's hands like this or whatever. They almost can't get his hands together because his knuckles are so big. Like I feel like I can't stretch my fingers far enough for the knuckles to go together. Like I don't know if he repeatedly had broken fingers. A couple of his fingers are crooked. So I get the feeling that he had like a very, very physical job, like oil field or mechanic or something like that. And broke his fingers a lot because like his knuckles, especially it's this hand, his right hand, especially these right here, they're like huge. They're huge knuckles. His right hand is bigger than his left hand. The fingers are bigger. These two fingers right here are kind of, your dad was an engineer. It's these two fingers right here. They're crooked. They're like bent up. Does that make sense? Like they got broke and they didn't set right, and so they're kind of like that. Does that make sense? I know also like especially if you have a lot of injuries to your hands and you get arthritis and you get those kind of like that. I hope that makes sense because he keeps pointing to these two fingers on his right hand that they're kind of bent up. Okay, so the lady over here, this is not his wife. I don't know if this is a sister. This is somebody he was like always like play arguing with, and like everybody would think they were about to like really come to blows, but they didn't. Like they just argued. It's so funny. They just argued. I don't know. He's pointing back to these two fingers, and I don't know. I reiterated everything he said, and I haven't seen if you understood what I'm saying. He used to do martial arts and broke his knuckles. Okay, so what's up with these two fingers? Do you know what I'm talking about? Did he end up with arthritis in his hands? His right hand especially? Like, I feel like his right hand is way worse off than his left hand. What's up, Grave? How are you? Like, I feel like looking in the thing, like, my hands should be much bigger. I feel like my hand should be, like, triple their size. It's kind of funny. Like, I feel like he could probably palm a basketball. Am I right? Like, he keeps pointing to this right hand. Like, this massive, huge right hand. He brings me back to the suit that he was buried in. This is so funny. I don't think he's mad, like, or anything like that. It was almost like out of the norm for him. Am I right? Like he just didn't really wear a suit like that. But he specifically wants me. He wants me to point out the shirt. I don't understand. There's no tie. He's really funny. Okay. Was he a little bow-legged? Because he's like, it's so funny. It's like he's roasting himself in the casket. Does that make sense? Like he's making fun of himself. Like, oh, I look bow-legged, or my feet won't stand up straight. Like he's making fun of himself. He's making fun of himself. It's really funny. I look like a penguin. It's funny, the lady kind of backed off a little bit. My next question is this. He broke his hips and his legs got really bad. Okay. So you understand that what he's talking about with his legs. Okay. What's up with the yellow belt? Are you a yellow belt? Because he showed me like, I don't remember what they're called, but he showed me a yellow belt, like in karate or whatever. He showed me a yellow belt, like hanging down from a pole. And I don't know what that means. It's two tall red poles, like red, square poles. And then there's a silver pole in the middle that can be moved up and down. But he's showing me you did karate and you got to yellow belt. Okay, so you understand So you know exactly who this is now. Like, he specifically showed me, it's just one yellow belt. It's tied in a knot hanging down. My arms are sweaty. It's hot up here. Could turn the fan on, but then I'll get cold. He keeps showing, I can't get past the yellow belt. Like, I'm trying to figure out what else it is that I didn't describe. You believe that it's that? Okay. He just showed me like broccoli, like fresh steamed buttered broccoli. What? It smells great, and I'm down. I'm hungry. Y'all fuckers, peoples are making me hungry. Did he like to cook? He's showing me like a ton of green vegetables. Like, he just showed me like broccoli, like steamed broccoli with butter. Then he just showed me like snap peas, sugar peas, or edamame. He's like, keeps showing me a whole bunch of green vegetables. That, or did he have a garden? One or the other. It's either he liked to cook or he liked to garden. One or the other. I get the feeling that he didn't always eat good until like closer to the end. Am I right? He loved cooking. Okay. Do you understand those two dishes? Like, he specifically showed me steamed broccoli with all kinds of butter. And I have a feeling it's like fresh butter. And then he showed me like snap peas or edamame or whatever. The other thing that he showed me was a cup of coffee. Plain white cup, like black coffee. Sorry, I don't mean to yawn. It's so funny. He keeps wrinkling his head like this. Like, he's trying to think of something to say. He wants to say the perfect thing, but he can't think of the perfect thing to say. And so he doesn't know what to say. Like, he just kind of does this. Like, I have this feeling that he wants to talk, but he doesn't know what to say. I don't feel like there's any guilt or anger or bad feelings. I don't feel like any of that. It's just like, almost like when you haven't seen somebody in a long time and you know you only have like a minute or two to talk to them. So you don't know what to say because there's so much to say. Like, I almost want to cry. He showed me a front door, and it's like there's a golden grid over it. Like, he can't go through the door. Did you just add something to your front door? It's almost like I'm standing on a porch. I'm looking at this door. Everything is white, but I'm looking at this door, but there's a golden grid, and he specifically shows me from the bottom up like this. I don't understand, but it's like I can't go through the door. I can't walk through the door. So I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. He also says, I can't stay. So here's the thing. Here's kind of what he just imparted to me. Here's why you don't hear from him very much right now. It's almost like he's in school and he can't come and visit very much right now. And I think that he feels bad. He feels like he should be here more. He feels like he should be talking and be able to visit more, but he can't. It's almost like he's only got like a really quick pass to come say hi, and then he's got to go back. So here's what I would say. Because everybody, when they pass away, they have to go through like a debriefing period. You just do. I think that he has a lot of things that he still has to learn and do and so on. I think that it may be about 3 months before you get to hear from him again. Like, he's very specific on this number. About 3 months before you get to hear from him again. He just really funnily did a terrible Arnold impersonation with "I'll be back." He told me to do it right. Did he used to do it? It's so funny. Like, I didn't do the impression right, and he was like, "Do it right." I can't do it right. I can't do it as funny as he did. So I think it's going to be about 3 months before you get to hear from him again. But here's why. There's something that it sounds like him. Okay. There's something that he's still got to learn to be able to fully communicate, if that makes sense. So this is kind of like him coming in, giving you a really quick, big, like, pulling you up and giving you a big, strong hug really quickly, knowing that he has to head back out again, but he'll be back. So this is like, does that make sense? Did he used to do that? Like, I feel like this is more when you were little, but like, he would just grab you by the arms where you couldn't even hug him back, and he would just pick you up. Does that make sense? But yeah. He had a very tough life. I needed that today. Has been a rough this week. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, love. I'm glad I could help. He wants me to reiterate he said only 3 months. Only 3 months. And then I have this feeling that he's going to be around all the time. So I just want you to know. It's not that he's not there, and it's not that he doesn't come check on you. He wants me to make sure to reiterate that too. It's just that he can't stay and visit. So it's almost like he can come in and check. He showed me checking on you like you're a little kid at night. Like coming in and kind of looking in the door and tucking the blanket around you and stuff like that, and then going back out the door. So I think that he checks on you a lot, and I think that he pops in every now and then, but he's still finishing up this debriefing. He says only 3 months, only 3 months, only 3 months. So I hope that helps. And I'm glad I could help. I'm glad that he came through for you. Gotcha. All right, Liz Handy is next. Hey, just a quick reminder, guys, whether you are on TikTok or on YouTube, we don't talk about politics in here. I don't really give a shit what side you're on. And you can go talk about politics in any other chat, but we don't talk about that here, okay? Just saying. You are so welcome, Miss Kelly. All right, Liz, you ready? Wow, you've been blocked, haven't you, Liz? Like, the first thing that I was just shown is, it's like you standing and there's a smoky glass cylinder over you. Where you are inside is super bright. There's a super bright light, but it's like smoky glass, and you can't seem to connect or anything at all. Hey, Scarly or Christine, I don't know if one of you guys could jump over on YouTube, but I would appreciate it. Aw, thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. First of all, here's what I'm going to say about this, Liz. Thank you, Scarly. I'm going to say this. This block that you've got right now, it will lift on its own. Just don't stress about it, okay? It will lift on its own. But it's still going to be at least about 3 or 4 weeks before this happens. I think you're going to notice in a couple of weeks it's starting to kind of lift a little bit, and you feeling, it's like feeling fresh air. I don't understand. Well, I hope that makes sense. Like if you're in a stuffy house and it finally is spring and you can open the windows and you feel the fresh air, that's what's going to happen. Thanks, Scarly. I appreciate it. So you've had this cylinder over you on purpose as protection. So I know it's been frustrating because it feels like you can't connect to any of your own gifts and abilities, but it's protection. Like somebody is protecting you. I know I have 2 reads for you, and I was going to do the mediumships first. This is a reminder, guys. Don't co-read, okay? Don't co-read. If somebody is going to buy a reading from you, then they will 100% do that, and they will, they are happy to chat with you about that. I just don't do that. Don't co-read. Don't solicit people in my lives. Not only will my moderators screenshot your account, but I have so many empty jars, and you will go in multiple jars. I'm just saying. That pisses me off, and it's not right at all. It's not right at all. So here's the thing, Liz, and I want to talk about this first because I feel like this is really, really important. Over here on, like, if I'm you and I'm in this protection, I am facing, so that way is to the north. You are facing to the north, and there is a huge, tall, shadowy figure over here. Really tall. It's some kind of a male figure. I don't know if you are neurospicy, you travel in your sleep. I don't know what this is, but, or what, how you ping the interest of this thing. I don't think that it's an entity that's attached to you, so please don't think that. But it has somehow, you've caught its attention. This is like a really tall, shadowy thing with longer arms. I think you've seen him out of the corner of your eye repeatedly, and it always kind of startles you, and then he's gone. But here's the thing about this. Behind you, over here to the south, you have 2 ladies and a man standing there, and like they are uber mega protective of you. They're the ones that have put this cylinder over you to protect you. And they are holding him at bay over here. It's like he's on a timer. And that's why I said here in a little bit, it'll start to be where you kind of feel the fresh air a little bit more. He's on a timer and he's running out of time. So it's like if he doesn't get to get into this, get into your energy or siphon this, I don't know what it is, but he'll run out of time and just wither. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But he will just like wither away. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't think he's dangerous. I think it's just more like a siphoning of energy. Like keeping you constantly exhausted. I'm going to try to see if I can talk to one of the 2 ladies. Because the guy is the one holding the jar down. And to be honest, I don't want to say jar because it's not. It just, in my mind, it just looks like one of those tall glass vases, you know, that he's just boop, got down over you as protection. He's holding it there in place, and I don't want to bother him. The ladies almost look like twins, I'm not going to lie. They're both, I would say probably about my height, 5'4", 5'5". They're showing me dark curly hair, but they both have on like the same white dress. Do you have twins that run in your family? Because like the way they're showing me, they're like a mirror image of each other. But it's funny. like if I were you and I turned around, okay, I can't turn around, excuse me. When I said it and I turned around, they all went, nope. But the man is in the middle. There's a lady on the left and a lady on the right. It's the lady that's on the right over here that is the real one, if that makes sense. She says the real one. So I almost have a feeling that she should have been a twin, and maybe this twin over here either did not make it or got absorbed. I don't know. This twin didn't make it. Let's just say that. This twin didn't make it. So the lady over here, this is like a grandma or great-grandma figure because of how she's showing me her style, how she's dressed, her hair. She has like this short, curly, it's really dark. At first she showed me this almost like poof. Not like an afro, but just like if you were to cut your hair really short and then get a perm and you had this like super tight hairdo right here. But then she showed me where it's kind of like cut short on the sides and kind of poof up here. So 100% like a 70s or late 70s or 80s haircut. But she showed me something like flash dance. It's so funny. Like with the bandana. She's showing me a lot of 80s things. The leotard that came down like this, and you have the gray leotard under it. This one's red, and the belt, like literally like dancing to oldies. This is so funny. I love the shit out of her. Oh my God. Sweating to the oldies, excuse me. She just showed me Richard Simmons. Did she used to watch Richard Simmons? She says he 100% did have a headband. She's like feisty. I love this. She's feisty. She just showed me meatloaf. Y'all's people better quit showing me food. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting mad. I'm gonna have to go just to eat. Oh, my nose is itching. Somebody is talking about me so bad. So she did watch Richard's. Okay. She's really funny. Like, she really is funny. She's like that kind of in your face funny, yeah? Because what I love to... She showed me these little red shoes. It's so funny. She showed me these little red flats. I don't know what they are. She showed me these little red flats. I have a feeling she really likes red. Because she showed me like the red leotard with the red patent leather belt. These red shoes. Like, I have a feeling she really likes red. Yeah, she's really funny. She's really funny. I really like her. She just said this, and nobody... Y'all better just hear me out, because this is what she said. She says, she cooks like a fat lady. What? Was she always cooking? Like, I feel like she's always cooking. Like, always making some, like, mouth-watering, delicious type of meal, yes? She also I keep hearing music. Like, she's always got the radio on. She loved red. Oh, she was Italian. Okay. So, yeah, she's always cooking. She always has music playing, yes? Because I keep hearing, and it's not just one genre. It's like everything. Like, one day you go over and it's 80s music. One day you go over and it's like 40s music. One day you go over and it's like 50s. Am I right? Like, it was always something different. Like, you never knew what kind of music she had on. She showed me... She had like the same radio forever, yes? It's like about this big. I think it's yellow. It's either yellow or a light cream color, but I think it's yellow. And it's got the silver dial thing over here. Yeah, she was eclectic. Okay. She's like kind of very boisterous, yeah? Very like loud. When she laughs, she goes like this, yeah? She like throws her head back when she laughs. What's this? She did this to me. She put her hands on her hips and was like, ha, ha, ha. What is that? That was awesome funny. That was awesome funny. Like, she literally like threw her head back and laughed. That was so funny. I really like her. I really like her. She seems like such a blast to be around, especially with like the hands. She's little bitty, yeah? because she would, like, I feel like I could almost touch my own hands around my waist. She did this and she just, that was so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. She says she ain't got no message. I ain't got no message. She's just here. I'm just here. She just showed me, she just keeps showing me in the kitchen, like stirring something in a pot or like kneading dough. Like she just keeps showing me stuff like this. She said, this is how I live in her mind. Is that how you always think about her, as cooking? Because she's not mad about it. Like, she's excited. This is how I live in her mind. What are the little dark cookies? You're in culinary school because of her. Oh my God. I fucking love that. She just showed me these little cookies. It's almost like maybe they're macaroons, but they're chocolate. At first I thought it was like a fudge covered Oreo, but maybe they're dark macaroons. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but she showed me these cookies specifically. They're about this thick and they're covered like either in fudge, Madeline dipped in chocolate. So you know exactly what they are, because like, I think that's something that she misses. Like, she specifically showed me these cookies and they do look absolutely gloriously delicious. What's in the middle? Is it like, explain these cookies to me, because I feel like I could do this and squish them. Yeah. Like there's meringue or marshmallow or something in the middle. Am I right? Y'all's people are going to make me go buy so many cookies tomorrow. What the fuck? And now I want meatloaf. I haven't had meatloaf in probably 20 years. And now I want meatloaf. And handmade spaghetti sauce. And the cookies, the little shortbread cookies that come in the tin. And whatever these cookies are. You know what, Lisa? That is a fantastic idea. That is a fantastic idea. You can fill them with jam. Okay. You know what? Maybe we should all get together and publish a cookbook. The cookbook for the recently deceased or something like that, because I have my grandma's recipes and the stuff she used to make all the time, but y'all's people make me want to eat foods that I didn't even know fucking existed. I didn't even know these things existed, and now I want all of these things. I will tell you what. I have a friend that's fixing to launch a publishing company and has asked me for some things, and maybe food that's to die for. Oh my God. That is that's great. Maybe we should all just get together and put this together. I think that'd be great. Yeah, I need to know what these cookies are. I need to see if there's any place in Tulsa that has them. Like, I really want to taste one of these cookies now. I'm not going to lie. I really, really want to taste one of these cookies. Like, really badly. There's not really any message. Any message. She's happy. She's proud. Like, I would say just keep remembering her like this. Like, she likes being remembered like this. Like, she does. She's happy. So I feel like I specifically needed to tell you that she's happy. Yeah, I really like her. I feel like I could sit in her kitchen and listen to her cook and hum and dance around and enjoy, just enjoy the forever. Just enjoy forever. Just hanging out listening to her. Am I right? Yeah, I really like her a lot. I really like her a lot, Liz. You're really happy she is here. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Well, Miss Minnie is next if she's still here. I'm gonna sneeze. I knew that was coming. My sorry. I knew that was coming. Thank you guys. I hate that sneeze, man. I used to sneeze like a man, like, ah, Joe. And now I sneeze like that. What the fuck? I don't know if Miss Minnie is still here, but I will say this. I will not get through all of these tonight. I will not. And I do still have some channeled reads to finish from the other day. So what I may do is just like finish these up Thursday during the day. So if you can't make it, like, please don't stress about it. Okay. Like, I will happily read even if you're not here. Brittany's sugar cookies are really good. Not pretty good. They're fucking delicious. They're fucking delicious. Thank you, Lucy. This is from the Uranus Fire Department in Uranus, Missouri. If y'all head through there, you should stop. Sass and I had the best time going through there. It was great. It was great. We wanted a bobblehead Jesus and didn't get one. So when I go up to West Virginia, I've got to stop and get her a bobblehead Jesus. So, yeah, so yeah. So yeah. Well, I don't see Miss Minnie. I don't see Miss Minnie, so she must have gone to bed. I know she's on the East Coast. So I will be in West Virginia on the 11th, 12th, and 13th at West Virginia State Penitentiary. I will be there for the Horror and Paracon, so please come visit, say hi. There's going to be a lot of really interesting paranormal celebrities there and so on. They have a big convention with vendors. I will happily take you guys through the penitentiary on the 11th. Sass and I are beyond excited to go and do this. Yes, of April. Yep, in just a couple of weeks. I will put out a video sometime later this week. So yeah, it's kind of like a last minute change because I was supposed to be in Ohio for 2 days at a convention and then in West Virginia only that Sunday. But the one in Ohio got moved to November. And so now I'm going to be in West Virginia the entire weekend. So now we're getting everything set up for in-person tickets. I will be doing some in-person gallery reads, in-person energy reads and stuff like that. You can come say hi, get a photo, you know, all the fun things like that. And then we will be taking you guys through the penitentiary on Friday night from 10 to 2. And I can't fucking wait. I can't fucking wait. So, well, I'll tell you what, guys. I am going to schedule a couple of lives to finish these readings up because I know for those of you guys on the East Coast, it's getting really late and it's getting a little late here. I did not sleep very good last night, and I I can kind of feel my energy doing this. If you guys have been having really weird, fucked up dreams over the last 3 or 4 nights, you're not alone. You're not alone. And to be honest, I really kind of expect them to get worse over the rest of this week. We've had a lot of solar flares, geomagnetic storms, and being that we have a new moon and a partial solar eclipse Saturday, and then Neptune going into Aries on Sunday. I released a video about it, and I'm waiting for it to upload to YouTube. I don't know why, but I'm just saying I fully expect the dreams to get worse the rest of the week. I do. Super dizzy lately. Yes, the dizziness has been bad. The dizziness has been bad. Yeah. For those of you guys asking about Craig's Emporium, I will be at Craig's Emporium in Oklahoma City this coming Saturday, the 29th, for the new moon and the partial eclipse. I will be there, so you can come and get an aura drawing, a mediumship read, etc. Plus, if you've never been to Craig's, it is one of my all-time favorite shops. One of my all-time favorite shops. The first time I ever went in there, I got overwhelmed really quickly and had to go out and get some air. But I love their shop. I absolutely love their shop. Love the shop. So I'm going to get these rescheduled so I can get all of these mediumship and channeled reads finished for you guys. So I'll probably finish some tomorrow afternoon and some on Thursday. Yeah. I want you guys to go get some sleep. Yeah. Y'all go get some sleep. I'm going to get some sleep. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be fun. All right, so let me go ahead and exit out of YouTube over here.